and welcome to another month of channeled intuitive messages for the month of August. So for those of you that are new here, I am Dr. Lara and I channel the angelic realm. And that is the energy that it's a collective energy. It's not a specific angel, but it's a collective energy. So I went into meditation this morning and they gave me some themes. So I'm just going to go through the themes and then connect in, and they are going to expand. Okay? All right, so the first theme was introspection. So going within, understanding the nature of who you are. So let's see what they have to say about that. Okay, so what they're telling me for the month of August, that, there's so much information that is coming at us. And if you are still, caught up in the news and the world events and all of that kind of stuff, they are saying what's going to be happening this month is you're going to get, most people, not everybody, but you're going to get to a point, and they're showing me this, where it's just like you're just going to turn it off. And it's like you're going to reach a point where it's like, enough information, enough of this stuff, and you're going to stop trying to figure things out, and you're going to stop trying to make sense of everything. And it feels like, moving from the head down into the heart. So it feels like a lot of us are moving down in here, and instead of trying to make sense of what's happening in the world, we're going to start asking, who am I and why am I here? And what is my part in all of this? So that could reveal a lot of things. It could reveal a lot about how you perceive things, how you're showing up in the world. It's also going to reveal how you can bring forth your talents and your abilities, and how you can share them with others. So there's like this, and it's like a ball of fire, which is really interesting, but it's like twirling and swirling, and it's growing brighter and brighter. So it feels like this is going to start getting stronger, because when you come from your heart space, you start to feel things in your body. So when you're up in your mind, the mind, it can talk you in and out of anything. It can make you believe anything or not believe anything, but it doesn't really show you the truth. It doesn't tell you the truth, because the mind can be manipulated. But when you come into the heart and you feel things in your body, whether it's the chills, or whether you have like this gut feeling, or whether it tightens, or whether it feels at peace or at ease, that is truth. Your body never lies. So we're moving more into the heart, which is connected to the soul, which is helping us to have more introspection about where we're coming from. And we're learning to shut off that outside noise and begin to make decisions based on what feels right in here, which is something that they understand we have been cut off from. We've always been taught that you were too emotional, or not to trust that sixth sense. We were always taught the five senses, but not the sixth one, which was intuition, and that was always kind of like way off in the airy-fairy world, right? But now we're understanding that the intuition, that is our guidepost to our lives and to the decisions that we make and the path that we take. And the more we are in touch with our intuition, the quicker and easier we can be on our path that feels good to us, rather than following somebody else's belief system. We're going to start developing our own. Okay. All right. And the next one is more unraveling, undisputed evidence, no longer holding on to paradigms. Okay. So this is the one time where they're saying that it is important to discern what it is that you are seeing, if you're still in that realm of watching the news and what's coming about, there's going to be more unraveling of evidence coming to light where it's like undisputable evidence. And it's really, and they're showing me this, okay? It's really going to rock your world if it hasn't already, or it's going to rock other people's worlds that we haven't met yet, okay? And it's going to be huge. And with this stuff that is coming out, like the energy that we're moving into, it's about truth. It's about voicing that truth. It's about being heard. So a lot of the energy that has been dormant for a while, it's going to come out and the truth is going to be told. And I hear this, the truth will set you free. And so they just want to offer like some support for people that are just starting to wake up around this time, because and they're showing me this, like people really are hanging on to that old way of being, because it's scary. It's scary to realize that life isn't what it seemed. It's scary to realize that everything that you've been told has been built on an untruth. And when that happens, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anger, and a lot of you may be feeling like you turned upside down, like the rug got pulled from underneath you. And they're just saying it's okay. And then there's the other people that have been on this road for a while, and they're showing me like the victory dance, like yay, you know. So it's not really scary for everybody, because we're finally seeing like, about time, right? Either way, it doesn't matter who you are, just know that everything is always being guided for our highest and best good. And even though all of this stuff is coming up, the world seems like a mess, there's chaos all abound, right? It's okay, because it needs to come up and it needs to be seen. It needs to be not really, not honored isn't the word, but recognized as something that is not right, because that way, once we see that, then we can move forward and we can transform into something differently. But we have to see what needs to be transformed. We can't just sweep things under the carpet. And this month, all that stuff, not all the stuff, but more stuff that's been swept under the carpet, more stuff that has been hidden from humanity, more stuff that is kept secret, that's going to be coming out. And it's going to be coming out fast. So they're showing me this, which is the scale. Either you're going to be dumbfounded or you're going to be elated. It just depends who you are and where you're at. Okay. Justice, karma, you see with love and compassion and boundaries. Okay. So this piggybacks on the last thing we were saying. There's going to be a lot of things coming out, and this is talking to the people that have been awake for a while, wanting justice for the atrocities that have been happening. And the angelic realm wants to remind us that when we come from a place of wanting justice and they need to be punished for all that they've done, like that energy, it's understandable, and it is necessary for a while to have that energy to bring that to the explosion of it. Okay, so anger tells us that there's something that's not right. So that moves things into a space of seeing and bringing things to justice, to light. Okay, but when we get into the energy of, I hope they fry, I hope they stay in, I hope they rot in jail, like whatever that is, that energy, that's the same energy that they were carrying when they were doing whatever it is they were doing. So just be aware of where you're at. It doesn't mean you have to love this person right now. It just means that when you hold that space in your field of wanting justice, of wanting revenge or whatever, that actually contributes more to the chaos in the world. So what you can do, if you are there and you don't want to be there anymore, just intend. I intend to see this differently. I intend to release energy that no longer serves me. Okay? And start to release, just intend. Start to release what no longer serves you. Okay? And when that happens, a lot of that energy of resentment and anger, that's going to start to dissipate. And then there's going to be like this very soft, very subtle, very loving energy that's going to come through. And you don't have to work at it. It's always there. But if you have like this layer of all of this other energy that is angry or resentful, it's not able to come out. Okay. So when that starts to drop away, you're going to start feeling more peaceful. And you're going to be like, what? what is this? But that's what it is. It's letting go of all that stuff you no longer need. Okay. And the word karma was in here too, is that the personal hell that a lot of these people are in, or what is happening to them, that is their misery, and they are saying that a lot of them just don't feel anything, but they still are experiencing things in their life that aren't pleasant. And they are, okay, here it is. They're facing the consequences of their actions on whatever level they are. So it's not up to us to figure out what that is. Okay. It's just trusting that they are experiencing exactly what they need to experience. Cause and effect. Whatever your decisions are, there's always a consequence, whether it is a favorable one or a not favorable one. Those consequences are going to start to reveal themselves. Okay. So flame within, new or ignited passions. Okay. And it's passions with an S, so it's all areas. So you may have been feeling a little numb or a little lost or a little like blah. So the energies of this next month, it's igniting. Like it's a very fiery month. Like things are getting burned away, but then passions are also coming out. So this could be reigniting a relationship with somebody, or that stirring in your heart. Oh, maybe I could be in a relationship with somebody. Like that's going to start bubbling, okay? And also this has to do with your expression of how you're showing up in the world. You could be passionate about eating better, about being healthy, about being a nature lover, about drawing or singing or composing. Like all of that stuff that brings us the creativity and the joy, that is the passion that's going to be reignited. So be on the lookout for something like that, because that is that's like burning up within us. Not burning up, but it's growing within us. And the reason why that's happening is because we are letting go of a lot of beliefs and perceptions and lower density energy and emotions that we don't need anymore. So when that falls away, it's natural that these passions are going to grow. Just like the love within us is growing, so are our passions. Okay, so and they're showing me like belly laughs, like people are going to be laughing more. It's going to be easier for you to laugh. You can watch like comedy movies instead of the crime documentaries, right? There's a lot of different things, different habits that you can develop in order to ignite those passions. Okay, ease instead of forcing new energy. Okay. So it feels like the awareness of a lot of people with the third dimension and the fifth dimension, like there's been a lot of trying to keep your energy high and trying to keep positive, or trying to have faith that things are going to work out. Like there's been a lot of this kind of like energy towards it, like you're working towards it. And so what they're showing me is that if you've been on this road for a while, this isn't everybody, but if you've been on this road for a while and you feel like you've been trying to keep your energy high, it's going to become a lot easier for you. There's going to be some ease. So if you've been doing the inner work and you have been reflecting on things and you've been intentional about meditating and about eating well and developing new habits, it's like those things are going to kind of like click into place. Okay. And it's not going to be such a struggle anymore to keep your vibration high. You just are that. And there's an ease to it. There's a flow to it. And they're showing me like a mesa. So it's like you've been coming up this hill, you've been trudging up this hill, and you're going to reach this flat mesa here. And it's going to be a time of acknowledgement, of ease, of flow. So enjoy it. Enjoy. If you're in that space, enjoy it. Okay. And they want to remind us that the productivity of things, it's not always doing. Sometimes it is resting. Sometimes it's eating. Sometimes it's taking a nap. Sometimes it's laughing with a friend. Okay, so there's going to be more of an ease and a grace and a flow to your life. And you're going to be noticing like more synchronicities coming in. People that show up for you that can help you move forward in whatever way you're moving forward. There's people here that are helping you. So just, they're showing me a recliner chair. So just kind of like sit back and relax and take a breath. Take a breath. You've been working really, really hard, and just take a breath and enjoy the scenery for a little bit. Because we're going to be getting up in a little bit and doing more, but now it could be a reprieve for you. Okay. And all right, so it says quiet, this is the last one, quieting the mind, igniting the heart and soul. So, it's about, they're showing me this, it's about shutting out the outside noise. And it's not just social media and the news, it's everybody else. It's everybody's opinion about something. It's everybody else's drama. It's like shutting that out. That's like all noise. And when you're able to do that, it feels like a lot of people are going to be craving this quiet and this solitude. So you may find yourself wanting to retreat a little bit from your family, from your friends, from whatever it is you've been doing, because it's very busy out there, and you may find yourself wanting that peace and solitude. You may find yourself wanting to go out in nature or go camp, and it may be something that you've never done before, but you're craving it. So they want you to listen to that, because that is helping you get back connected with your heart and soul. And it feels like when we start to do that, that voice or that sound is going to become louder and louder. And when the heart and soul sound becomes louder, that outside noise starts to diminish. Okay. And it doesn't mean that everything's going away. It just means you're not giving it your energy. And so what happens when we don't give things our energy? It fizzles out. So by you having the energy of peace, of love, of solitude, of going within, that dissipates all of the chaos that's happening outside of us. And that is how we are transforming the energy of the planet. It's not being engaged in it and being worried about it and being up on all the events. It's that quiet energy of peace and of love that we direct inwards. And then when we do that, it dissipates all of that stuff. And we don't fuel the fire. We don't fuel the chaos. And then when that peace becomes so peaceful, and you are in a space of like, I've got this, then your energy starts to grow. It starts to emanate out. And when that energy starts to emanate out, it starts to dissolve all of the chaos that is out there. So that is what each person is doing on this planet, is we are holding that space of love and of peace and of knowing, so that all of this other stuff can be dissipated. So the less attention you pay to the chaos around you, it can't fester. And the more you feed it, so they're showing me like a fire. Okay, so you got a bonfire going, and this represents the chaos in the world. And what happens? How do we feed a fire? We put kindling in it. We put another log on it. We, do whatever we add to the fire. And by us having that emotion of being caught up in all of the chaos, we're adding to that fire. We're adding to it. So how do you put a fire out? You douse it with water, and then it fizzles. It cannot be a flame if it's doused with water, and that is the peace and the calm and the love that douses the chaos, and it dissipates it just like a fire. So hold steady. We're on the right path. Things are going exactly the way they need to go, and all is well. Okay, so those were the themes for the month of August. I hope you enjoyed them. If you have not already, please go to my website and get the free gift. I have downloaded an angel meditation, and it's just, in this time of chaos and uncertainty, this angel meditation can really help ground you, help you feel loved, help you feel peaceful. So I hope you take advantage of that. The link is below. Thank you so much for being here.